stud out there talking about, man, you double sitting there if you a stud going out with another stud.
Yeah.
Bitch had gold in her mouth, piercings.
Yeah.
Bitch said, well, I see it, but it's cool because I'm going out with a woman. You see that? Did you hear what I just said, bro? Yeah. Did you see? No, listen to it. It sounds funny. This is going on. This is going on in our communities, our so-called communities, not ours, the so-called black community.
That's right. That's right.
See, hear what we're saying, man. Don't get desensitized to it.
Right.
Did you hear that shit? What you gonna do with something like that? You gonna tolerate something like that? When you trying to build something? No, man. You gonna do away with that.
I got a precept. Hey, just going back into Salaki, just go back into the history. The kings, when Ahaz came into rulership, this was the first thing it did to Sodomites. This is 1 Kings 15 and 11. And Ahaz did that which was right in the eyes of the Lord, as David his father.
Yeah.
And he took away the Sodomites out of the land and removed all the idols that his fathers had made.
That's right. There's nothing conducive about a man being acting like a female, man. There's nothing conducive about a woman acting like a man, man. It goes against the natural order of things. It goes against the anatomy of that person, man. It's perverse, backwards. If you have that mindset, you cannot abide with us. You will be judged. But our people don't want to do that, though, man.
I want to get this definition real quick.
Let this brother.
Go ahead.
Okay, this is the definition of the brother brought out the word desensitized. This is the definition of desensitized. Hold on your phone. Make someone less likely to feel shock or distress at scenes of cruelty, violence, or suffering by overexposure to such images.
That's what's going on now. You see that? Thank you, brother. You see that? You see that? They're desensitizing our people to homosexuality, to abomination, man. And our people would love to have it so. Our people out here tolerating this bullshit, man.
That's exactly what it is.
And it's destroying us. Look at our people, man. What more can you say?
That's right.
Our people are at a very low, dark state, man. And it's gonna take people, man, like us, that's directed from Yahweh Bashim Yashah, be these scriptures, man, to come out here and issue our judgment, man. You know?
And like the brother said, to issue our judgment. Now, what you're seeing in the world right now is, you know, you got two ladies kissing, right? And because the Lord don't kill them in that instance, it turns into a fad. People like it, right? People say, well, it must be okay. It must be cool, right? Now it's to the point where, like, especially men of our nation, our women weren't like that, but especially, I mean, in our nation, you'll see two women kissing, and you Jake like, oh shit, hell yeah. Right. You know, Jake wanna see the woman sleep with the woman. But the funny shit is, the girl, she'll say, okay, you know, if they not, you know, they like to do that shit because it's cute, but they ain't really lesbians sometimes. But they'll say shit like, okay, well, why don't you kiss him?
Right.
And you'll be like, oh, bitch, what's wrong with you? Bitch, I'll kill you. Right? So you should know right there. And if you think of it as like that, you would rather kill her than for me to kiss him, right? Then you should be telling her the same exact thing.
Yeah, right.
That shit wrong. It's an abomination, not only to the Most High, but unto you. You should feel that same way. You should feel like throwing up when you seeing two women doing that shit. But I forget the study of the human mind. It tells you, you only gotta tell a person so many times. I'm just gonna use the number 7, just to get the point across. You tell a person something 7 times, and it's in their head. And then from that point, they have to work to remove it out of their mind. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Once it gets in there, subliminally or whether you want it to know it, once it's in there, now you have to work to get it out. For example, everybody out here knows the ABCs, right?
Yeah.
Do you know how long it would take for you to forget the ABCs?
Oh man.
It seems like it would be impossible to do it, right? You imagine just breaking yourself down to where you don't know the ABCs no more.
Right.
I'm not talking about the Hebrew alphabet. I'm talking about the ABCs. From the time you were a little boy to now, ABCs, ABC. You know it because there's a song with it. That's the same thing Esau did with these different customs and philosophies. It's the same thing. Kicking it to you. All year, Christmas will come up. Man, I want to get this for Christmas. It's January.
You actually feel like a joyous feeling when Christmas is around.
Exactly.
I know when I first got in the truth, it's like, man, I feel good. And I'm like, man, I'm tripping.
Right.
Like this fucking Christmas shit, man.
That's right. But let me ask you this: Did you ever put a present under the tree for Jesus? No. That was all. That was all for somebody else. What they tell you is Jesus' birthday. We're not gonna go too far into that, right? But you get what I'm saying. That Christmas is embedded in people's minds so much too. It's like I was saying. It's like trying to get the ABCs out of your head. You can't see life without that.
Yeah.
Can you imagine your life without knowing the ABCs? Probably not. Without knowing the numbers 1 through 10, you can't imagine how life would be without that, right?
Right.
The Esau has embedded this stuff into our mind, this homosexuality. This women should be wearing tight jeans and spandex, having their titties out, right? It's embedded in their mind so much to where you can't get it out of them. So we just got to deal in the world. We see it and we get upset, and even sometimes ourselves, we like, damn, it's good. But like me and the brother Yadaka was talking, you see her and she got the spandex, you meet her, get a number or whatever. But as soon as you get attached to her in like a relationship, hell, you like, bitch, you better take that shit off.
Yeah.
You can't come to Walmart with me with the goddamn spandex on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But right then, you should know, like, damn, our minds have been trained in this fucked up way.
Very fucked up.
Very fucked up way. And when the Lord start opening this stuff up to you, then you start catching stuff like that. Because the brother was talking about children. It's like when you look at a tree, if you had, you have a little small, it gives fruit, right? You get little small fruit, and then completely ripe fruit ready to eat. If a little small fruit is poisonous, you're not gonna eat it just because it's like, oh, that's a cute little, I don't care if it's poisonous, I'm gonna eat it. That's the same way with our children. If that little mother that ain't right, I don't care how cute he is. He ain't right.
Yep.
It ain't right. Let the Lord deal with it. Right? Our young women, there's scriptures in Leviticus that talked about if a priest's daughter goes to whoring or turns herself into a whore, you're supposed to be able to burn her. But our minds are so trained to I would never burn. Nah. Jessica? Nah, I wouldn't burn Jessica.
Yeah.
No, but
No
that's not correct judgment like the brother's talking about.
Man,
that's not true
real.
judgment.
It's real, man.
True judgment is to do it the way that it's supposed to be done. Right. If that little girl ain't right, she don't need to be on the earth. Because if you let her multiply in her deeds, then you're gonna have America.
Hey, that's beautiful, brother. That's beautiful. Remember when that old head came out here? Old clueless looking woman. She always got a kid out here.
Yeah.
Man, that's a perfect example, man. That kid is malnutritious, young as heck, right? 13, 14, big as hell. All she did, our people watch. So all she do is go over here and buy these kids food and shit. Don't go cook for them. This woman all in shape. Her kids look like slop, man. What do you think? What type of person you think this person is gonna be when she grows up? She's gonna be a whore, man. Because her mom walking up and down the street with niggas all the time.
That's right. And as that little girl, how old do you think that girl is? About 14, 15?
Man.
15, 14, 16?
Yeah.
Something like that. How do you think her children are going to be?
Yep.
Probably 10 times worse than she is. Probably 10 times worse than she is. What we would like to do, through the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, what we would like to do is have a clean earth.
Yep.
A clean-minded earth. With clean people. With clean fruit in the trees. With clean air. And y'all people make it seem like what we want is just so crazy. Y'all people make it seem like when we want to go in a grocery store, I just want to buy a goddamn apple.
Yeah.
I just want an apple.
So chill out, man.
But it's like you gotta bring your mind down to a polluted level to be able to even eat something.
Yeah.
You gotta look past everything that you know to eat the apple. Because if you really would not eat the apple. You You would go in the grocery store and turn right back around.
You would eat anything.
That's what the Lord meant by turning night cheap.
Yeah.
That's right. So we understand the scriptures. If you got one,
This
give me
is,
1 second. When we understand the scriptures and we understand the scriptures say they shall eat poison and live. So we deal in society, but we don't want society.
Yeah, right.
It's not even what we want necessarily. It's what the Most High wants. We see that what our Father is trying to do, and we want that to happen.
That's real, bro.
Right? When I was young, before anybody in the house could eat, in our house, my pops had to be at the table. He had, it would be it was fried chicken night, right? KFC, the bucket. He get to go in there, he get to pick the big breast. And I'm sitting there looking at this nigga like, man, like this nigga, he really killing the game right now. I'm about to reach for some mashed potatoes. I'm thinking, oh, he got the chicken. I'm finna reach for the mashed potatoes. Hey, man, get your hand back. But that's his house. And when I got older, I would look at him like, damn, I like that. That's how I feel about the Most High when I started understanding what he wants to do. But what he did was he said, okay, like in Hosea, he said, "They're no longer my people." And he said that because you don't want to listen. We didn't want to listen. Can I get Deuteronomy 28 and 15? Because we didn't want to listen. But he set it up to where if you listen, you won't be the people with your car broke down all the time. You won't be the people that's sick all the time. You won't be the people that's at the fucking bottom in every aspect of life. You won't be those people if you listen to them. And in turn, it's right now as if you listen to us. You'll get to see what we see. But because you don't listen, now McDonald's is in your mind like the Taj Mahal. You see McDonald's like everybody, yeah. That's how you go to McDonald's and people look at that like we have arrived.
Yeah.
It's fucking schools that are taking your children in droves after a basketball game to McDonald's, letting them buy whatever you want.
Yep.
That's your children.
That's right.
And when you think your baby is full of a McRib, what type of choices do you think he's gonna make in life? You're allowing this. We're not the ones allowing this.
That's right.
But y'all are mad at us. Y'all are mad at what Mike Allah was saying, what the brother Kadar was saying, what Tazama was saying. Y'all mad at us. We're nothing but just the help. We're trying to get y'all to see the light, but we understand that the Lord has to open your mind up to that. The Lord has to choose you. Somebody want to get that with John 15 to 15, I believe. The Lord has to pick you. It's not what we want, but we see the light, and we're walking towards that light. And as we walk, we're trying to get you hip to the game. Right? What's so bad about not eating pork? What's so bad about not eating catfish? Right? Tell me. I haven't had catfish in at least about 8 years. And my life has been perfectly fine. So if I say the Bible tells you don't eat that stuff, do you think if I say it, I'm not going to prove it using the scriptures? And then when you read the Bible, that's in your living room, under your bed, in your locker at work, under your seat in your car. I'm reading from that same book. You look at me like I'm crazy. But won't you just take the book and throw it away because you don't listen to none of it?
That's right.
But then you mad because I do. Why you mad at me? Because I do. We got a piece of property, about 10 foot by 10 foot, right? Now how big is Dallas? And huge, right? Now we got this 10 by 10 cell, and we just screaming to the top of our lungs, but you can only hear us, not even to CVS. Right? We don't take up no space. But y'all are mad at us.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Y'all are mad at us. It's like 15 people out here, but y'all are mad at us. That's how you know it's spiritual.
Right.
Because you could keep walking. If the Church of Satan was on this corner and I was walking with my old lady, do you think I'm going to stop and try to prove the Bible to them?
Hell no.
Man, hell no. no. If my old lady look that way, look that way. I'm gonna take her hand and do just like that. Hell no, nope. I wish you would say something. Keep walking.
Let's go, baby.
I'm gonna keep moving. But it's so spiritual that the Lord has us in this little bitty cell, like lions in a cage, and they walk by and they poke at us. But then they mad when we growl and try to bite them. Y'all are poking at us. We're not 2-foot midgets out here, bro. We're grown men going through life. This is the real deal, right? We're giving y'all the rough, rugged, and raw. What we're wondering is, why the hell don't you get it? Why don't you understand the message? Although we know the answer, we still jacked up about it. You're eating the food too. What's the new thing about red meat? Whoever want to...
I know ground beef have
Bacteria,
feces in it.
That's one thing. Go ahead.
Just like he said, is bacteria and E. coli, along with what he was talking about, feces.
You was gonna say something? Just off the cuff. Off the cuff. Exactly. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It has carcinogens.
Yeah, chicken too.
Chicken too.
Yeah,
But we'll just do red meat right now. We don't give them too much. Jake hit that power button on that laptop. Hell no. You ain't taking chicken away from me. Y'all done got shrimp. Y'all done got my cabbage. You ain't taking it. But you get the point. Just off the cuff, how we was able to say that about red meat. Now, why is that? Because of the love that we have for the Lord's people. Because of the love that's inside of us for His people. It's not fun to have to tell somebody the truth. Why? Because they look at you like you're some kind of monster all of a sudden. They look at you the way they should be looking at the so-called white man.
That's real.
It's not fun, but it's a labor of love.
Right.
And we're going to do it to get the blood off our hands.
That's right.
Who had Deuteronomy 28? Hold that, and with your precept that you had, go ahead. Sorry for making you wait so long.
No, brother, spirit didn't maneuver, so I didn't let it go. Get back to it real quick. There it is. This is Malachi chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
And what does that mean, this is not your rest? This is not where you should be chilling, making a home with the white picket fence, getting a loan for a new car, or being upset that you don't have the new car. This ain't your rest. Your rest is the kingdom, where you ain't got to worry about a house with a property tax on it. And then you buy the house, and you bought it outright. You still got to pay a property tax. That's how you know that you don't own nothing. Because if you don't make that property tax, they're going to come and foreclose on that whole land. Now what, you think you can pick your house up and take it somewhere else? Your house is coming, whoever owns that plot of land, they own that house, in theory. Right? Now you know what I'm saying? Now there's ways that you can work out that whole thing, but I'm talking about the theory of the whole situation. You thinking, you sitting back, yeah, I done made it. No. This is Esau's kingdom. And then okay, you say, well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy the property and I'm gonna put the house on it. But guess what? As soon as something like martial law hits, not only are they gonna seize the food, not only are they gonna seize gasoline, weapons, guns, ammunition, all that, they are going to seize property. And all those people sitting in, is it called Highland Park? Highland Hills?
Right.
Highland Park? All those people over there thinking that they got it made in the shade. If the government needs that land, they're going to take that land.
That's right.
Yep.
They're going to take that
They
land.
do that with stadiums. Just like they did with
Texas Stadium.
the new Dallas Stadium.
Yeah.
They first what they did is they offered the people to buy the land. If they didn't abide by it, they just give the land and say, hey, get the fuck out of here.
It's called eminent domain.
Yeah. That's it.
You got it. No, it's just a term called eminent domain. Basically, like if a city or on a high level of government, if they feel that land is of use, man, they gonna find a way to get you out. Or they ain't gonna find a way. It's just gonna be a forced move, you know?
Right. They have extra laws that say over certain properties they own that land.
The airspace. Yeah.
They have actual laws that say, you might own the surface, but we own what's underneath the land.
That's right. Yep.
You know?
Talking about the Texas Stadium incident that's in Arlington right now, what a lot of people don't understand is that was a retirement community that Jerry Jones built on. So all those